Hi guys, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to look at this kind of tree in development, I guess you can call it. Very early stages of development. I don't even know if I've pruned this thing yet, but this is a cutting off of my Frankie corkbark jade. I'll show a picture of what that tree looks like up there, but this is a branch that I cut off when I initially pruned it and just kind of potted it, rooted it, and it's growing now. That's what this white tag's for, just so I can identify them, because when they're young, they look just like a regular portulacaria. You can't tell the difference. So today we're going to kind of throw it in a bigger pot just to let it continue to grow. It's in this little 6-inch plastic training pot. I'm gonna pot it into this 9-inch one, just to give it more room and let it continue to grow for the rest of the summer and then over the winter. So that's what we're going to do. And I think first, though, I'm going to prune some of these branches back just to kind of get them to where it's a little easier to manage, because I don't want these branches up here to continue to grow so fast that this branch gets really thick and then I'm fighting it, going forward. So just go ahead and take some of these back, and then it'll cause it to branch out a little better. I'm going to let these down here in the bottom, I'm just going to let those continue to grow, because I really don't know where I'm going to go with this tree yet. Like I said, it's basically a rooted cutting at this point, so not really much development has been done to it. Just going to let it continue to grow and kind of see where it goes. But now that I'm looking at this branch, it's so thick. I think I'll let it grow, though. I can make that decision later. Main goal today is just to get it in a bigger pot. I think this guy, it's tied in, so let me go ahead and clip that wire and get it out of the pot easier. Put this tray up here, and hopefully it'll just lift out. Let's see if we can get this wire out of here. Still trying to unearth the wire here. Looks like some of the roots kind of grew around it. Let's see if we can get it. Trying to see where the knot on it is. There we go. I don't want to mess the roots up too bad. I'm basically just doing a kind of a slip pot. There's no drainage screen in it because of these training pots have nice drainage at the bottom, like that. So, and that small one was pretty much the same. It's got a bunch of tie holes in it and then drainage kind of built in, so you don't have to use drainage screens, which is really nice. But just going to rough them up a little bit. Make sure there's nothing that's girdled around or anything. All's looking pretty good. So I think we'll just set it right down in the new pot, just like that. just fine. Nice little mass of roots on it. So we'll go. I think I will go ahead and tie it in just to make sure it's nice and stable. I just kind of loosely measure the wire. It's going through the bottom holes, and then up, make sure I have enough room to tie it off. And I think I'll just go, doesn't really matter where the tree goes. So I think I can use these tie holes just right in the center. So I'll just run it up through there. Just like that. And then let's go ahead and get some soil in there. Got it about half full, I'd say. So we'll go ahead and see if that works. I think that will work just fine. Get this wire tied in here. Feels pretty snug. Cut off the excess wire. We'll go ahead and fill it up the rest of the way with soil. Yeah, these plastic training pots are really nice. You could just use, plastic grow pots or something like that, but what I like about these is that it keeps because some of the grow pots are pretty deep, and then you let the roots fill it up. You're kind of fighting the roots. I like these because this still allows, the roots to grow enough mass to support a bigger tree, but it keeps them shallow. So when it comes time to put it in a nicer pot or whatever, you're not fighting that. So I just found they're inexpensive and they're pretty handy when you have a bunch of trees and training. I put a link down below if you guys want to check them out. Also got links to all the other stuff that I found over the years on Amazon. You can buy some pretty inexpensive supplies and stuff. You can get some nice stuff on there too, tools. But you don't have to spend a lot of money to get into the hobby, which is nice. And these pots don't look horrible, compared to like a green or a black grow pot. I mean, they have a decent design to them, and from a distance, they kind of take on the look of a unglazed container a little bit. I just like the way it looks anyway. So I'd rather have a bunch of trees in these training pots than a bunch of the green grow pots, which I have a bunch of those too. It's just kind of use what you have, but I don't always have enough of these on hand. And I've probably got, I don't know, 20 cuttings in various stages that I'm developing. So you got to find cheaper pots when you're got that many going. And that way, when you're developing this tree, you're letting it grow, you can kind of see what it's going to look like in a pot. It just helps me anyway. Like I said, I just like the way it looks. I think that's probably gonna just about do it. Get it back out on the bench. Let it continue to grow and get established before winter. It's about the third week of September. And here in Texas, I'm growing zone 8B. And I've probably got another month or so of my trees being outside. I usually bring them in towards late October. Temperatures start cooling off enough to where I've got to bring them in. But so I'm starting to make sure I have all my supplies ready to bring them in. Probably need to buy a couple more grow lights. My collection's just gotten a little bit bigger, so I just need to make sure I can keep enough light on them during the winter. But I think, yeah, that's gonna just about do it. I'll give you a spin around, but I really don't know what the front or back or anything is yet. It's just kind of letting it grow at this stage. So just give you a slow spin around. Not much to look at. Like I said, just letting it grow. So there it is. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.